So in last lecture you have seen the structure of AIDS virus. Actually AIDS is the viral disease, viral infection. Now this AIDS virus consists the single stranded RNA as its genetic material. Now see here what are the ill effects or how the infection takes place. Now this virus, AIDS virus, HIV virus enters in the body, and in body they enters or invade the T4 lymphocyte cells. You know lymphocyte cell, it is the type of WBC, पांढऱ्या पेशी. So this HIV AIDS virus attacks on the WBC, particularly the WBC मधला type आहे T4 lymphocyte cell. So the HIV virus attacks or destroy the T4 lymphocyte cell, and you know the role of T lymphocyte cells. They are the cells of immune system. डिफेन्स करण्यासाठी या सेल्स काम करतायत, and actually this AIDS virus destroy the immunity system or defense mechanism, and so it destroys the immunity system, and so the name of disease is called as the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It means acquired immunodeficiency syndrome because it defects upon the immune cells, T4 lymphocyte cell, WBC. Now see here the transmission, how it transfer from person to person. The first way of transmission is unsafe sex. So actually it is transfer from the sexual organs. If not proper care takes place, then it transfer by the unsafe sex. Then blood transfusion. If before the donation or receiving the blood, if blood is not screened for the HIV antibodies, then it may be transferred from person to person. Then the next way is the transfer of AIDS takes place also from mother to child. This transmission is called as transplacental transmission. Means mother transfer the HIV virus to the fetus in before birth also from their circulation, and also mother transfer the HIV virus to the child through the by the breastfeeding, during the breastfeeding, or lactation, during the lactation. So these are the mode of transmission. Then this virus is also transferred accidentally by needle injury. Or it may be also transferred by semen donation, or it may be transferred by organ donation, or it may be transferred during the transplantation of organs. So these are the way of transmission of AIDS virus. It does not transfer through the urine or the saliva or tears. It may be present in this part, but its quantity is less, and so they are not transferred by the casual contact like the handshake or kissing or any by hugging. So AIDS is transferred particularly by unsafe sexual contact. It may be transferred if the blood is not screened, means blood transmission during it is also transferred from mother to her child during the early stage, or in fetal or in embryonic condition by their circulation, or it may be transferred from mother to the fetus or child during the lactation. Then HIV virus accidentally transfer by needle injury, means when any pathologist take the blood from the infected person, at that time this needle is accidentally pricks the skin of the pathologist at that time, or by any accidentally the AIDS virus transfer. Then it may be transferred from the donation of semen from infected person, or it may be transferred by organ donation from infected person. It is not transferred by casual contact. It cannot be transferred by using the utensil, or it cannot be transferred from person to person, or it cannot be transferred by the mosquito bite. So AIDS patient may live in society normally. So these are the way of transmission of AIDS virus. It is not present in blood, in tears, urine, or the vaginal secretion, or the neural secretion. Now here the symptoms of AIDS. Symptoms. Actually these symptoms are not directly seen or observed. So the stage of AIDS is divided into different stages. The first is the initial stage, initial infective stage आपण म्हणू त्याला infective stage. Then carrier stage, then AIDS related stage, symptomatic stage or symptoms, and the last stage is the AIDS stage. AIDS stage. So here, what is the initial stage? Actually, after the entry of the AIDS virus in body, it attacks on the T4 lymphocyte cell, and in this only the antibodies are found in the body of patient, and it takes place near about 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks to 2 months. So in this period there is no any symptom observed in the patient, means only there is a formation of antibodies, and it takes place between the 2 weeks to 2 months period. Then carrier stage means this stage, in this stage also there is no symptoms observed in the patient, but this person can be responsible for transferring the HIV virus, but there is no symptoms, and this stage maybe varies from 6 months to 10 years. It is very long and harmful phase of the stage of the AIDS stage for the transmission actually, because person is carrier but there is no symptoms observed in the person, and this may latent for 6 months to 10 years. मीन्स लॅटंट मीन्स सुप्तावस्थेत. इथं जो व्हायरस आहे तो त्या बॉडीमध्ये कुठलाही इफेक्ट न दाखवता 10 वर्षांपर्यंत तो तसाच राहू शकतो. दॅट इज द कॅरियर स्टेज. द पर्सन कॅन ट्रान्सफर द डिसीज. देन एड्स रिलेटेड सिम्पटम्स, त्यातले डायरेक्टली याच्यामध्ये एड्सचे असे काही सिम्पटम्स नसतात, बट रिलेटेड मीन्स बिकॉज ऑफ this AIDS virus attacks on the immunity system, the some symptoms are observed, that is the fever more than 1 month, means continuous fever for more than 1 month. It is the first symptom of the AIDS person after the carrier stage. So fever, then diarrhea more than 1 month, means continuous diarrhea or vomiting for more than 1 month, means not 1 or 2 days fever or 5 days or 1 week fever or 1 week diarrhea. It is not the symptom of AIDS, but the continuous fever or diarrhea more than 1 month. Then night sweating, it is also the symptom of the AIDS more than 1 month. Here also night sweating, रात्रीचा घाम येतो, night sweating more than 1 month. Then inability of breathing, and the last and the more distinguishing symptoms of the AIDS is the loss of 10% body weight. Completely 10% body weight is lost due to the AIDS. This is the AIDS related symptom. Related आहे हे. Fever, diarrhea, night sweating, inability in breathing, then loss of body weight. Then the last AIDS stage म्हणतो आपण त्याला, याच्यामधला हा जो AIDS चा पर्सन आहे. And in this stage the person is susceptible to various infectious diseases because of their immunity system is completely collapsed, because their immunity cells, T4 cells get damaged, more of T4 cells get damaged, and so these persons are susceptible to different infectious disease like the pneumonia, then TB, tuberculosis, means various opportunistic infectious diseases are observed in the AIDS person. Then Kaposis sarcoma, it is a type of skin cancer or skin disease. Particularly it is the type of skin cancer. It is also very common in the AIDS person. So these dreadful pneumonia or TB are responsible for causing the death of AIDS patient, because AIDS patient's body is known as the house of all the pathogens, means all the bacteria and viruses or any pathogens, because there is no defense from the body. So these are the symptoms of the AIDS. Now there is no cure for AIDS, so only the preventive measures are useful for protection. So here the prevention for AIDS. Prevention. There is no cure for the AIDS. No proper medicines are developed for treating the AIDS. So prevention is better. So the first is safe sexual contact. It is the first preventive measures for the prevention from AIDS. Then screening of blood before receiving for HIV virus. It must be tested for the HIV virus, so screening is necessary. Then use of disposable needles and syringes, and then after the use properly dispose of the needles and syringes. So the proper disposal is also very useful. Then testing of organs before organ donation. So these are the main preventive measures from the AIDS. Safe sexual contact, screening of blood before receiving, it is particularly screening for the HIV virus, use of disposable needles and syringes, then testing of organs before the donation or transplantation. So these are the preventive measures from the AIDS. Then avoid the use of razors, toothbrush, or towels or clothes of the infected person. So these are the preventive measures from the AIDS. Now the diagnosis. Diagnosis means test. So there are two tests are available for the diagnosis of AIDS. So the first test is known as ELISA test. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay is the principle for this test. This is the first test for the diagnosis of antibodies, means it is the antigen antibody test, and the second confirmatory test is the Western blot test. So this is the confirmatory test. Confirmatory test. So the second test is useful for the confirmation of the AIDS. So these two tests are useful for the diagnosis or the detection of the AIDS. Then treatment. Actually proper treatment is not available, but one medicine is useful for treating the AIDS patient, that is the antiretroviral drugs, or this is known as the antiretroviral therapy, AVT. Antiretroviral therapy means these drugs, these medicines minimize the viral load, means it minimize the number of viruses, and so it is helpful for the increasing the life of AIDS patient. So AIDS is very dreadful disease observed in India also. And now the last bit of this chapter is adolescence. Adolescence. Actually, adolescence means it is the phase or the stage of person from the age 10 years to 19 years. 10 years to 19 years, but in India it is from 13 years to 19 years. This age group persons are known as adolescents. The persons of individuals of the 13 to 19 age group are known as the adolescents, and it is also commonly called as teenage. Teenage. Teenage means the age started from 13 to 19. 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 or 17, 18 and 19 up to 19. So these age group individuals are known as the adolescents. And now here the characteristic features of this age group. Actually, this age group is a transitional age group, because in this age group there is a transition or transmission of some body characters. Means up to this stage, up to the age of 10 or 13 years, complete physical growth take place. Growth is completed. And now in the adolescent stage, in the teenage stage particularly, the growth of sexual organs, then some physiological, social and mental growth takes place. So this is the characteristics of the adolescence. Now here some characters of the adolescence. Particularly some transmission takes place in the adolescence. Physical changes takes place. What are the physical changes? In this stage, the complete physical body growth is actually completed, but in adolescent stage there is a growth of sex organs takes place. In both girls and boys. Then this is in the case of physical growth. Actually the maturation of sex organs and sexual behavior. Then there is a social and mental development takes place in this age group. Particularly the individuals of this age group shows a rapid social development takes place. They mix into the friends, they form a group of friends. They mostly involve in the society. They like to mix in the society or groups. So social development takes place in this age group. Then mental development is also takes place. They have their own decisions. They can take their own issues or handle their some issues. So mental development also completely takes place in the adolescence stage. Then here about the social and mental development, some characteristics are seen in this age group. That is the mood swing. This is very important characteristic of the adolescence. Mood swing means मूड चेंज होत राहतो याच्यामध्ये. मूड स्विंग, then excessive excitement, then hyperactivities are the characteristics of the adolescence. And so these are some important features of the adolescence, and related to this stage, some mental issues are also observed. Their mental behavior changes, and it may be affects on their mental health, and it is near that to take the advice of some psychiatrists in this age group. Now, this age group is mostly prior to the drug abuse. So this age group shows the drug abuse. Drugs are any chemical, artificial or natural chemicals that alters or affects on the body functions, and it's actually its bad use is known as the abuse. Means when it is not used as a purpose for medical treatment, other than medical treatment, then when these drugs are taken, then it causes the addiction. So addiction is also one of the problem of adolescence. Drug abuse, addictions are the problems of adolescents because they, under the peer pressure, under the pressure of their friends, they never say no to the drugs, and it may be they may be addict for the some drugs or some addictions like the smoking, alcoholism, then tobacco, chewing are the some addictions observed in the adolescence, and they are also drug abuse, particularly the drugs which affects. These are the cannabinoids, opium, narcotics, and hallucinogen. So these are opium or opioids. So these are the different types of drugs which affects severely on the body. Cannabinoids, it affects on the cardiovascular system. This opium affects on the neural system, brain. It particularly affects on the brain. Narcotics, it is also it is known as the suppressor. Actually, it is useful in some surgery. These drugs are useful as a painkiller. So cocaine is also one of the drug. For example, cocaine's example आहे चरस, गांजा. ओपियमचं example आहे heroin. So charas, ganja are the examples of cocaine. They increases the activities of the brain. Particularly this type of drugs are useful by the youth. Then hallucinogen, it includes the marijuana, bhang. So hallucinogen drug alters the feeling. It is away from the real life, and the person feeling the hero or any Superman. So this hallucinogen drug is also called as the Superman drug. So it alters the feelings. So these are the different types of drugs which affects on the particularly the behavior or the physical state of the adolescents.